So we always have this process where we're like, we're always stuck and we go through obstacles and stuff. And the one thing I'm gonna start, and I'm gonna make this super short because it's so basic. And I mean, as an entrepreneur, I've completely, just because of everything that people are telling you, you completely like don't even pay attention to it, and that's the truth. So my biggest recommendation is, and this is the one concept, is progress over perfection. And I'm gonna say that so many times throughout this channel, so many times throughout wherever you see me, and that's the truth. Sometimes we're too stuck on thinking, oh, okay, maybe we're stuck and we're like, hey, I didn't do enough today, and you feel terrible about it, and that, what does that do to you? That gets you in a point where you're so discouraged, and it really just pushes you away from your goals and what you really want to do, and it makes you feel like maybe you shouldn't do that, right? You get imposter syndrome, um, but the truth is, you have to make it seem more like a lifestyle, right? Make it seem like, hey, today is, I didn't get it, I didn't do enough, right? Maybe write down at the end of the day, what didn't I do? Why didn't I do it? How can I improve just a little bit tomorrow, even if it's 1%? Like all these people telling you, and they don't make this, I don't know why they do it, if they do it on purpose or what the reason is, but they don't make it obvious to you that you shouldn't implement all these habits right off the bat. There are things you build on over time, and the habits that work for somebody else aren't going to work for you. So when you're looking for that magic habit that's going to make you go from unproductive to productive, it's not real, right? You need to find what works for you, and whether that's all these things, cold showers, and nothing wrong with cold showers. That helps me out. That's one thing that I found that really works for me. Now, there's other things like um, meditation. It's great, but it might not work for you. It might make you feel like maybe you're not being productive. It's completely different. And my biggest thing is make sure that you're doing, and you test. You have to go into you have to have time to think about it. You have to sit down and be like, okay, what would my perfect life be like? And what habits, what things do I have to do for my day to be productive, right? And I promise you, if you really think about it, none of these things these people are telling you is one of them, right? Maybe exercising right off the bat is one thing. Personally, it doesn't work for me because I just feel too sluggish throughout the day, and it's harder to push through the work, right? So I leave it till the end. Now, you have to realize that, uh, a lot of you also struggle with your parents telling you to go to college, university, and from my perspective, it's really a waste of time, right? Uh, if you look at corporate jobs right now, all these, they're learning like the market theories, right? The people owning those businesses don't want those people in there, right? These people, they're the professors and all these people teaching them have never run a business in their life, and they go in and they're like, hey, this is what you should do, but they don't even know themselves, right? Like if you read the Warren Buffett, right? The essence of Warren Buffett, he says that CEOs are overpaid when the truth is like they could be doing a terrible job, right? And like they could be making so much money while the shareholders are the world's becoming a disaster, right? And that's what's so wrong about this. Like all these people that have MBAs and are going to college and going to business schools, they don't really know what business is, right? That's why most corporate businesses, most jobs and CEO positions don't want people like that anymore. If you look at, I forget who it was, John C. Bogle, when he goes about choosing, or I think it was good to great, right? They go into depth about talking about some corporate businesses are starting to realize that, and they're starting to hire people more because of their character, right? Not because of their skills or what they know. Because the truth is, all these when these people go through, they learn certain things that doesn't relate to what they actually have to do. Now, I went too much to that side, but the point is that you have to improve day by day. Stop thinking you're gonna be at a point where you're happy in the next month, in 2 months, in a year. The truth is, you're never gonna be happy. That's the truth. Especially if you're a dude. enough with the happiness stuff. Like if you're here to provide, you're here to take care of your family, give them everything, your loved ones, and obviously be the greatest that you can be, right? But that happens little by little. You can't expect to be where you want to be tomorrow. And if you do, when it doesn't happen, you're going to be discouraged, and then that's the end of it, right? But pretty much this is the end of this, and I'd love to go more into depth, but this is it for today. On the next one, we'll go in more in depth, but I hope you have a great one, and if you love these, follow, like, and share.